Very good. Hello, are you awake or not? How is everybody today?
Great.
Yep, look, everybody's coming in now. Pavel, come in. Good to see you again. Oh, Joe and Marilee, you made it. Nice to see you. Have a seat. Okay. It's so quiet. Was there some party I didn't know about last night? It's like they all look like they've been out all night. No, I mean you look good, but you feel like you've been out for a long time.
People online are awake.
Yes, to all of you online, welcome. Good morning. Is there anybody here for the first time today? I know you. Go ahead and stand up for a second. So this is Ann Monahan's granddaughter. Which I love. You're here, but she's not here yet. She always comes in just a few minutes late. Yeah. So tell everybody your name. Katie. This is Katie. Katie, what do you do?
I'm an engineer. Excellent.
Not like a choo-choo engineer.
Really?
Oh, you're a computer engineer. That's a word. That is a title. Choo-choo engineer. Yeah. Okay, good. Do you love what you do? Sometimes. That's a very honest answer. Right? Good. Well, the world's better because you're in it. So we have a gift for you. Sherry's going to give it to you. That is Mental Muscle, 16 weeks of mental boot camp for your mind. Yeah, so thank you for joining us here. This opening song is for you. Everybody else, stand up. Here we go. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. It makes me feel so good I could do most anything. Well, I am loving every living thing. I can see the face of God in paupers and kings. Well, we're all precious, no one less or more. We've all got the same treasure in store. I am loving, there's every living thing. Here we go, everybody. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. Oh, I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. Oh, it makes me feel so good I can do most anything. Well, I'm believing in my guiding lights. You know what, Hannah? Whatever happens, it always turns out right, right? I dig right down to how I feel. I take a deep breath and I grab that wheel. I'm believing, right, Wanda, in my guiding light. Here we go, everybody. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. Oh, I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. Oh, it makes me feel so good I can do most anything. All right, say good morning to one another. Reaching for my highest place, with the wind at my back and a smile on my face. Well, I'm living my dream more and more each day, and I just don't care what those wigglers say. I'm reaching for my highest place. Oh yeah, I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. Oh, I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. Oh, it makes me feel so good I can do most anything. How's it make you feel, Marilee? It makes me feel so good I can do most anything. How's it make you feel, Corrine? It makes me feel so good I can do most anything. Okay, you're more awake now? And you're back to sleep. Great. Okay. So we come together every Sunday as a spiritual community to do one thing and one thing only. What is that? Well, this side's not here to do anything. So we come here together every Sunday to do one thing and one thing. What is that, Pavel? What do you... Where I am, God is. But what are you here for? Ah, how about that as an answer? How many of you here today are here for yourself? Karen, who are you here for? Connection. That's for you. You want to connect, right? So it's for you. This is not selfish. You all get to say, Mike, why are you here? Pauline made you. Yeah. To enjoy fellowship. Okay, great. Aaron, why are you here? To taunt me. Great. Oh, yeah, I heard that. So we all came from a retreat. We were in Missouri all week. And it's so funny because, you know, there are different forms of religious expression. Come on now. That's it. So that's what we experienced all week. You know, I got up to speak and I started my talk and somebody was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh, okay. And then people were like, I heard that. And so Tiffany and Thor said today they were coming here to do that. Yes, that's why they're here today. Why are you here, Anthony?
To be in the sanctuary.
Okay, now that you're here, what are you going to do?
Listen to your talk.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so Vivian, why are you here? She made you, yes. You want to be here, yes. I have something to do with the two of you, but not right this second. Actually, maybe I'll do it right now. Yeah, it seems like a good time. Would you two come up here for 1 minute? Oh, you're wearing your wedding shoes. No. So, yesterday, I had the great pleasure and honor to marry these two women. And so I have a question for you. Don't worry, you don't have, I have a question for you. You can take it first. So when you woke up this morning, did you feel different?
Actually, a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it, do you think?
I don't know. It just felt different.
Okay, Hannah, what did you feel? Did you feel any different when you woke up?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it was just because of the ritual that happened yesterday, like kind of something spiritual comes over.
That's beautiful. See, I didn't make you talk that much. There is something that happens when you proclaim something to the universe. When you tell the universe, I love this person, and I'm going to spend my life loving this person. And I felt it yesterday with the two of them standing there and their family and their friends. It was so beautiful. And there's a ritual that we do I do at every wedding, and it's for the congregation to do to the couple. And so I knew yesterday when they said they were coming to church today, which I thought was amazing, to come the day after their wedding. God knows you were probably up all night dancing.
We actually, no, that was legit. We went to a show.
You went to a show last night, yes. A band, right, or something?
Like a festival.
EDM.
Like EDM, like, yeah. Dancing until
Electronic
like
music.
12 a.m. basically.
Really? You did? You went dancing all night? Yeah. I was right.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, okay. So here's what I'd like you all to do. I'd like you to put your hands up and face towards these two women and understand that the energy that comes through you is coming through you and shooting right out of those hands, all the vibration of you, all the love of you. And I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. We love you.
We love you.
We are here for you.
We are here for you.
We are one with you.
We are one with you.
That's good. And so what we say to you both is that we do love you and that we are here for you for whatever you need. I am certainly here for either of you for whatever you need as you move through this journey of life. And what we teach, which is there's only one of us right here. This part of one of us is on this journey, and each one of you is on your own journey. So we do love you. Thanks for coming up here and letting me do that. It was such a beautiful wedding. It was really a beautiful wedding. I love doing weddings. I actually love doing celebrations of life as well, because there's something about that, the ritual of that just helps bring everything into perfect perspective. So, okay, so I invite you all to take a deep breath. So as I said, we were in Missouri. Missouri is very different than California. Yes, just a little. And the people were so loving. And so we were on the grounds of Unity Village. So there was a lot of like-minded energy there. But there's also a creek there, which I always take a walk during my week there to go look at we didn't do that this year together. This year I did it by myself. And they named that creek this year Martha's Creek, because Martha, who is a wonderful woman that's part of the Anton community, she was given this honor of naming the creek after her. And it makes perfect sense. Every single one of us has a creek named after us somewhere. And that creek is right here in your body. All of the energy, all of the love flows like a river at all times. So I'd like you to just take a deep breath and then close your eyes and just listen to the river. Rolling river God, little stones so smooth, but only once the water rushes through. And so I am a stone, rough and grainy still, trying to reconcile this water's chill. But when I close my eyes and see you rushing by, I know that time brings change, and change takes time. And when the sunset comes, my prayer will be just one, that you might pick me up and notice that I am just a little smoother in your hand. Sometimes raging wild, and sometimes swollen high, but never have I known this river dry. The deepest part of you is where I long to stay and keep those roughest edges washed away. And when I close my eyes and feel you rushing by, I know that time brings change, and change takes time. And when the sunset comes, my prayer will be just one, that you might pick me up and notice that I am just a little smoother in your hand. Rolling river God, little stone so smooth, but only once the water rushes through. Take a deep breath. Hold it for a moment. And let it go. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, Carol. How do you feel? Good. Good. Well, we're going to change that. Because we're going to bring up Reverend Dr. Tiffany Mellon. And that should change the energy. Oh, yeah. Give it to us. Come on up. You know that's right.
Come on now.
Hi. So how are you? How was your week at Unity Village?
It was so good. It was fun, and it was life-changing for me.
Yep.
I got so much clarity. So we all know how much I love a labyrinth. I don't love a labyrinth. And
Except
their
now
labyrinth,
you do.
It was well,
It was life
stand right here.
changing.
It's life-changing. So they have the biggest labyrinth on the planet.
I think it's a
It's
quarter mile,
huge.
isn't it? It's a quarter mile walk.
Right. And I try to get out of it every year, and nobody lets me. And so as I went into the labyrinth this year, I was like, okay, I want to the question that I asked is, what's next? What's next for me on this journey? And as I was walking the labyrinth and nothing seemed to be coming, I looked up and I saw Reverend Karen Oxrider. And I started looking at her, and I just felt this extreme appreciation for who she is, who she really is, the kindness, the love, her respect and reverence for people who are more advanced in this journey on the planet than she is. And I felt this overwhelming love. And then I looked up and I saw Thor, Dr. Thor, and I thought, he is one of the most kindest human beings I have ever met, who genuinely just wants everybody to have everything that they need and to support in any way that he can. And as I started to see my people, that's what started happening. I just was walking around having this reverence and respect for everyone. I looked at Brad and saw his sense of adventure and an appreciation for his willingness to just say yes. Yeah, let's go be a pilgrim in Spain. Let's do that. And then I started looking at the people I didn't know, and I started wondering about them. And I started appreciating what was emanating off of them. All of this to say that the answer to what's next is to be able to see past all the perceptions that I have or the things that get in the way of seeing who they really are. I was like, oh, that's my call out in the world, like to take that out of the labyrinth and out of Missouri and to take that here.
Mm-hmm.
So that was profound.
Yeah.
That's life-changing.
Mm-hmm. It's
and-
also beautiful.
Well, thank you.
It is. And I noticed you didn't look at me on the labyrinth, so, you know.
I did.
No, because I went in early. I went really fast. Not fast. I went slower than I've ever gone. But I was one of the first ones to go on the labyrinth. I left as soon as I knew it was labyrinth night. I knew they were all going to give me a hard time about, we don't want to do it. It's so long a walk. And I just left. I left and I was like the third person on the labyrinth. But by the time I was coming out, I had to walk past all of them because they were on their way in. And it was really cool. I'm going to share about my labyrinth experience.
Just so you know, I did see you, and I did spend time in reflection of all that you are and all that you bring into this world as well.
You can keep...
I'll keep it to myself.
Yes, keep it to yourself. So the other thing that happened for Tiffany was, for Tiffany and I, there was a speaker at the conference who I felt was way too political, was way too into politics, and I felt it was inappropriate. I'm just going to be honest. I felt it was inappropriate. I got nothing from the talk. It did not inspire me, but it did inspire me to have a reaction that caused action inside of me. And I had to ask myself, Because let's face it, folks, we are living at a very, very interesting time, right? We are living.
That's right.
Come on now. We're living at a very interesting time in our country. And for a minister, politics can be very, very tricky. Very, 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 very hard to navigate. You know, there will be people in your rooms, in all of these rooms, that feel one way and people that feel another way. And our job is to respect all ways. And Tiffany and I really got into it one night with a discussion about where are we going? What are we going to do? How do we make a difference in the face of what's going on? And there was a workshop that Tiffany was like, you need to go to this workshop. And I was like, I don't want to listen to this person talk anymore. I know what the workshop's going to be. And Tiffany's answer was, I do too. It's going to be a show. And I'd like to go watch that. So I said, well, here's the deal. Why don't you go to the show and watch that and participate? I'm taking a nap. And so I took a beautiful nap, and she went.
And I solved world peace. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but what she came out with really, really motivated me. And she and Kirby and Thor, they are going to start a new movement here at our center of outreach to really separate politics from human rights. Because what we are about here is human rights. We are here to make sure that people are free to be who they are from a loving perspective, an acceptable perspective, and it's not about politics. It is about the right of a person to be who they truly are. It's what we teach. So, can you be for something and against nothing? Well, according to Ernest Holmes, that's the next Jesus. So there she is, folks. There they are.
Well,
So,
no, yeah, absolutely. And what I appreciated was the space to have all the conversation.
Yes.
And in that workshop, there were people, if I'm being honest, that were off principle.
yeah.
They got very entrenched in the relative and the
And the
politics
anger,
of it
the
all,
anger, the reactions.
And the anger and the reaction. And I was like, I know that's not it. I know that that's not what it is. And it started to make me question myself and because I've been very candid about, I don't know what a minister looks like at this time, right? Do we bypass it and just not have the conversation? That's not
No, we
what
can't
do.
get up here and
do
give
we
these-
do we decide that everybody should be aligned with a certain political party in
No.
our sanctuary?
Or religion.
That's not right. Right. But what I realized, what I got really clear on, was the difference between politics and
human rights.
humanity.
Right.
Politics is a philosophy. It's about power. It's about structure and trickle-down economics. Some people thought it was brilliant. Some clearly did not find it brilliant, right?
Was that Swan that did that?
Politics. It's a philosophy and idea about economics and how to run and control the economy. And so you can either agree with it or disagree with it. And we don't have to, we're not violating anybody's value or right to be here based on that conversation.
While you're there, what is our theme this month?
Value.
There you go.
Right.
So we really had a long talk about what do we value? We value an individual's right to live their life the way they want to live their life, provided it hurts no one.
Right.
That's what Ernest Holmes teaches.
Right.
You know.
We value love.
Well, they're going to ask for sign-ups to who wants to be a part of this.
Yes.
But
So
I was very excited. I
this
did
is
say to
what
them, though,
came.
I said, I have no more mental real estate for another group in this church.
Actually, you know what? Here's
But I will give you 100% of my support and join you whenever you put it together.
Well, that was the other piece, was like I was so fired up and passionate about how do I support, how do I spread love, but I was waiting for somebody else to solve it.
Right.
I've been standing back going, I'm angry, I'm hurt, I'm outraged, this isn't right, this isn't okay. Somebody needs to fix it. And I was talking to James, and I was like, clearly, somebody needs to fix it.
And she was pointing to
And he
me
was
saying,
like,
you need to do this. I was like,
but I stepped back and I was like, oh, I need to do something. And I went to Dr. Kirby and I said, I need to do something. I want to start a social action component of GTC. And she was like, I've wanted to do that too. I'm in, let's do this. And then I went to Dr. Thor. Thank you.
He's right there in the doorway.
I went to Dr. Thor in the doorway and I said, I want to do this. This is the vision and Kirby's with me. Will you join us? And he said, yes, absolutely. And so it's
But did you all hear what she said? A social component.
Social component.
That is about human rights and taking action to help support people to be free, to be who they are. That's what we are about. It's not politics.
No.
And it's not against anything.
No, it is. I want to be for something and against nothing. That's our call. I want to see everybody as who they really are,
Right.
and not the stuff that blinds me to who they really are. So sometimes it'll probably look like coming together and putting backpacks together when they do the backpack drives.
Well, we're
going to
first come together. We're going to come together and create Christmas gifts for all of the kids in this state, because where we are, that can help. We used to do that at Global Truth Center every Christmas, right, Hannah? Every Christmas we did it. We took it to, what was it called? Laurel. Was that what it called? Camp Laurel. And we brought them to children with HIV or their parents that have HIV. And we every Christmas we'd go, and it was heartwarming. Yeah, so that's going to be something we do this Christmas.
Yeah, and donations for the Trevor Project and for the people that are out there doing good work. Because I want to be a part of the solution.
What?
Manna.
Manna,
Yes.
well, which Glenda's already doing, yes. So
We are going to send the love that we are and those ripples out into the world through GTC.
So that is one of the things we most value.
Yes.
Yes, so
Yes.
that was good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
So something really good came out of this, came out of that hour-long discussion we had.
See what happens when you nap. Maybe
I should
you
nap
should
more
nap
often.
more often.
Yes. I send them out into the field, and when my nap's over, it's like, we're doing what? Yes. It was just
Yes.
great. So give us our affirmation.
All right. You can sit. But you have to say it with passion and vibration and really feel it. Otherwise, we have to make you stand. Okay. So I'll say it once, and then we'll say it together. I see value in every aspect of my life. Ready?
I see value in every aspect of my life.
Come on.
That was great. Thank you. Okay. So that was great, Tiffany. And I am very excited about this. It's important that we curate our minds. It is so easy to get sucked up into the political energy of this country right now, the world right now. And if we can stay in tune and in alignment with what we value in terms of people and their dignity and what they should have, their freedoms, if we can stay there, we can avoid all of the turmoil of the world and be something that is putting active love into the world. And that's really what our job is. So join us as we do this, and I'm excited about it. Come on up, guys. So this song, my daughter brought to me many years ago. Well, not, I guess maybe about 10 years ago. And she sang it at church one Sunday. And when I was looking for the songs for this month, this came up, and I was like, oh, Nora sang that. And I was like, no, we can do it. I can now sing the songs that she sang, and just remember how amazing she was, and we're going to try to do her justice. Shall we? Here we go. No one can do it just like you. Something magic in the way you move. You're original, you know it's true. Don't let anybody take your tune. You ain't got a single thing to lose. You're original, you know it's true. So just be you. You're one of a kind. kinda once in a lifetime, not just another face in the crowd. You light up a room with the light that's inside you. Don't let anyone try to put it out. So hold your head up, don't let anybody put you down. No one can do it just like you. Something magic in the way you move. You're original, you know it's true. Don't let anybody take your tune. You ain't got a single thing to lose. You're original, so just be you. Just be you. Just be you. Just be you.
You gotta believe you're here for a reason. This world needs somebody like you. 'Cause anybody can be a copy, and there will always be people talking. So face your fears and chase your dreams and dance like no one's watching. No one can do it
Just like you. Something magic in the way you move. You're original, you know it's true. Don't let anybody take your tune. You ain't got a single thing to lose. You're original, so just be you. Just be you. Just be you. Just be you. You're one of a kind of once in a lifetime, not just another face in the crowd. No one can do it just like you. Something magic in the way you move. You're original, so know it's true. Don't let anybody take your tune. You ain't got a single thing to prove. You're original, so just be you. Just be you. Just be you. Just be you. It's so funny, I can actually see Nora while we're singing that song. I can actually see her up on this stage doing all those moves she used to do. Yes. And how wonderful that we sang that song the day after your wedding. It's perfect. So, the title of my talk today, it was funny, we went to the archives at Unity Village, which is where Science of Mind archives are, and we were looking at all of Ernest Holmes' original papers and his talks and everything, and there was a lot of boxes that hadn't been opened yet, and one of the boxes was David Walker's, my teacher, my mentor. And the woman that took us on the tour of the archives, she was so instrumental in, she knows everything. Kathy, right? Kathy, she knows everything. And she's talking and everything, and so when I was leaving, she said to me, she said, someday we're gonna have your stuff in this archive. And I said, not soon, not too soon though, right? Yeah. But I thought about it, and I thought about the talks I give and where they're going to be, and they're going to be archived, and they're going to be somewhere. And I really started thinking about it. I was like, you got to pay attention to what you're saying, because someday someone's going to look at it and go, what? Yes, there was that gay minister. God, he was so loud. Because someone else said, I love watching you on Sundays. You're just so, and she took a breath and she went, I don't mean this as an insult. You're just so gay. I said, really? No, but I was like, I said, no, I know what you mean. She goes, no, you're just so free and open, and you just say whatever you're thinking. You don't even care what you're saying. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah. So today I'm caring what I'm saying. No, I'm always going to be that. Whatever comes through me comes through me. So So my talk today is, who are you? Because that's one of the things I went to Missouri to ask. That's what I asked when I went onto the labyrinth. Who am I? Who am I really? You know, I know I have so many different facets of my personality, and people think I'm one thing or another. But take a look at this picture. Lori found this. I mean, look at it. Think about the intense questionableness of this picture. It's like, as he's drawing, I'll take it later. As he's drawing an image of himself, the image of himself is drawing him. It's reciprocal. That's what's happening. As you are creating who you are creating is creating who you are. So everything you think, say, do, all of your actions, the way you live your life, while you are creating an image of that, that image is bouncing right back to you and creating even more. So that when I walked onto the labyrinth and I asked the question, who am I didn't have an answer. I really didn't. I was like, wow, I know all the things I've become. I know all the titles I've achieved and I've received, but who am I? And here's another question. Have you ever looked at yourself and in a very confused moment just go, who are you? How many of you have had that experience? Something happened, you behave a certain way, and you're like, who are you? Where did that come from? Yeah, that's been happening lately to me too. But here's the thing. Here's what happens. When you're at that moment when you're like, who are you? It's all behaviors based on beliefs that have brought you to that moment. But what happens is you create this persona, you create this personality, you create the way you behave and the way you react, and something in you, the authentic you, says, who are you? This isn't who you are, bless you. This isn't who you are. This is what you've perceived. This is what you've accepted. This is what you've somehow crafted as you, but it's not you. And that song, which I just found out this morning when I was researching it, which was written by a Christian group, the Just Be You song, it really gets it. Just be you. And it was funny. No, I'm going to get there in a minute. I want to jump ahead to this thing that I found out this morning. So now you'll be excited. You'll pay attention until I get there. So your present state of who you think you are right now, I want you to just look at it and ask yourself, is this really who I am, or is it who I've agreed to be? And if who I've agreed to be keeps creating who I think I am, how do you get out of that rat race? How do you get out of there? How do you find your authentic self? We hear that so much. So Marcus Aurelius wrote this: a person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. And that's, of course, what he or she values. So what you value is what you spend most of your time thinking about. Now, I just want you to think about this week. Just this week. Forget about going back any further. What have you been thinking about? What has taken up, I like to now say, my mental real estate? Because whether you know it or not, even if it's a problem, I was talking to Reverend Genevieve about that. Even if it's a problem, that's what you value. Because that's what you've spent your mind thinking about, doing. That's what you've spent your energy on. That's what you've spent your vibration on. So when you say, what do I value? And we all come up with, well, I value peace, I value freedom, I value this, that. But is that what you spent your whole week thinking about? No, probably not. The real understanding of value is, what do you spend your mind doing? What occupies your mind? What occupies your being? That's what you value. Whether you know it or not, that is what you've decided to put your value on. And sometimes that's, that's annoying. So I want to just ask you, what has your attention? What has your attention right now? It could be your health, and you could value your health, and that's true. But are you valuing your health, or are you valuing the disease? Are you valuing the problem? Because which one gets your attention? The problem or the remedy? The relative issue or the truth? Practitioners are trained to use their minds to move energy. The problem is most practitioners, and I hate to generalize this, but I feel this way, most practitioners only use their mind to move energy when they're in a practitioner session or when they stop to do a treatment. You have to be doing it 24/7. That's a practitioner. That's someone who uses their mind in a valuable way. Yeah, that's right. You tell me. Yes. So, which brings me back to, who are you? What do I value? If what I value shows me who I am and gives me some pause, some thoughts, then what do I really value? So, that is a picture I took when I walked out of our house, and everybody was already over at the conference, and for some reason I was late getting to the conference. And oh, you can't see it there. Everybody turn around and look at that picture. There it is. Or there you go. Yeah. Thank you, Kirby. Yeah. Thank you, Swan. So, lights back on me. Thank you. So, so I walked out the door and I saw that and I stopped. I took the picture and something came over me. I was just standing there watching this. And I have like 4 or 5 pictures as it kept going down. And I thought, I value this moment. Not because it's a beautiful sunset, but because I am the beautiful sunset. And I don't always know that. I don't always appreciate that. I look at all the relative things happening in my life and I think I'm that guy. The guy that's challenged by this, or the guy that's struggling with this, or even the guy that has to deal with this issue. But I'm that. I'm the sunset. I'm the sunrise. I'm the sunset. I'm a really good production of Fiddler on the Roof. Clearly. Thank you. And I stood there, and I really, really basked in that idea. So, Tiffany already talked about it. That's the Labyrinth at Unity Village. And those are 2 beautiful, beautiful places that we visit every year. But see that's a huge, huge labyrinth. So I want to tell you my story of the labyrinth. I got there early, so I was one of the first ones that walked in. And I walked in, maybe 3 or 4, but then they started coming in behind me. And I kept walking, and yes, I saw Tiffany on the labyrinth. I saw Brad. I saw Karen. I saw Kirby. I saw everybody on the labyrinth. But I wasn't really focused on anybody else. I really was focused on me. You know, who am I? Why am I here? What do I need to know from this labyrinth? But something happened in the middle of the labyrinth, and I honestly don't remember who it was. I think it was Brad, but I'm not sure, because it wasn't about who it was. And I was walking, and my path was here. I was going this way. And here's what's great about the labyrinth. People join you on your path, but they're on a different path, but you're in the same vicinity. You're walking the same way, but then their path goes that way, and you keep walking. And when this happened, and for some reason I think it was you, Brad, but I don't remember who it was, but whoever it was, I felt very good about. I was like, I love being on a journey with this person, whoever it was. And I'm walking and walking and walking, and then that person went that way, and I stopped. And I stopped, and I thought, how often in my life have I gotten really comfortable, and then something has veered off? And what do I do in that moment? Who am I in that moment? There's a part of me that wants to just hop and skip right over to that journey and go that way. But at the labyrinth, I realized, I said, no, every single one of us came into this world alone. Every single one of us will leave this world alone and yet connected to everything. And when we talk about values, what we value, you may value something for a very long time, and then it goes that way. And sometimes we do that hop, skip, and a jump to complacency, to convenience, to comfortableness, where we then just follow an old path and we still end up somewhere. Ironically, though, if you do that, most likely, if you jump over and follow the comfortable route, you end up back at the beginning because you don't get to the middle. In the middle of a labyrinth, and you can see that there where the benches are, when you get to the middle of a labyrinth, you are supposedly in the most vibrant energy vortex, where whatever you need to know, you know. And I always go in there and sit, and that's why the benches are there, to sit and just listen. What did I come in here to know? But if you go with the easy route and you decide to just jump over and go the other way and follow something comfortable, you're going to end up back at the beginning and start over again. How many of you have done that and had to start all over again? We've all done it. We have all done that thing where we get comfortable until we get uncomfortable and then say, who am I and why am I here? So it takes me back to the question of who are you? And actually, what I finally got to in the labyrinth, when I got to the center, and I had this overwhelming epiphany of people in my life and the loves of my life and the relationships in my life and the careers of my life and the many things I've done with my life, all of it swirling in my head of who are you, I sat down and all I heard inside of me was, James, what do you want? And so many things flooded my mind, and then I heard it again. It was like, no. Not what do you want to have. What do you want? Which is another way of saying, what do you value? Because if you want it, you value it. What do you want? And I didn't get an answer. I just didn't get an answer. And so I got up, I finished, and I just was like, okay, what do I want? And I started out. And then when you go out, the idea is that as you exit the labyrinth, you allow the energy to take it with you and you release, you let go. And you're letting go until you get to the end of the labyrinth. And the funny part was, as I left the labyrinth, I passed everyone I knew because I'd been so early, they were all on their way in. So everybody had to walk past me since I left the center. And I got to see everybody. And I'm still saying to myself, what do you want? What do you value? What is it that you're valuing in life so much that you want it? And Socrates, I think, said it best. Not just life itself, but good life is to be valued. I think we just want to live, we want to experience, we want to do all this, but that word good is really important. And you know, our entire philosophy, there is a power for what in the world? Good. There is a power for good in the universe. And then Ernest Holmes says, greater than you are. And I would say, not greater than you are, greater than you know yourself to be. That's what I would say. And you can use it. And not just use it, you can be it. So what we say here is there's a power for good in the universe greater than you are, and you can use it because you are it. That's the philosophy. Yeah, that's what we teach. Tell it, buddy. It does make me laugh. When Ricky Byers does it, I buy it. When she does it, I buy it. So it's not just life itself, but good life to be valued. So question, what do you consider to be a good life? If you were at that final moment of your life, if you looked back and said, I've led a good life, what would that mean to you? What would have happened? I bet it won't have anything to do with the size of the house you ended up buying. I bet it wouldn't have anything to do with how much money you have in the bank, because if you are in your last hour of life, you're not probably worried about your money anymore. You know, unless you're so obsessed that you're just worrying who's going to get it. Right? So, that last moment, what would a good life look like to you? What would it be? And I got to tell you, for me, as I was leaving the labyrinth, just like Tiffany, I had the same kind of reality check. It was like, this is a good life. Being on the labyrinth at Unity Village in Kansas City, Missouri, walking with all of my peeps and ones that I don't even know. And then I saw this mother and daughter who looked like the same person. And they were walking like really like hand in hand. And I just knew they were out of their depth. They were somehow they landed on this labyrinth and they had no idea why they were there. And they're walking really carefully together. And I saw them, and I just turned, and I waited for them. Actually, I was this way. I kept going. They kept coming towards me, and I just turned sideways, and they kind of stopped. And when they did, I reached over and hugged the little boy. I think he was like, what did he say he was, 10? 8? 12? 12. I hugged him, and the mother just let go for a minute and looked at me, and big smile. And then I hugged her, and then they walked along their way. And then at the final day, they apparently wrote a letter to Martha Creek about their experience. They were Presbyterians. The little boy was a real dyed-in-the-wool Presbyterian. And he came there, I don't know why. I forget why he came there. Oh, he came there to hear Ricky Byers sing. He came there for the concert. And when the concert was over, and it was a giant concert, and the room was packed with people from the village. And we went to the Labyrinth. Most of them did not go to the Labyrinth, the people that came to the concert. Most of them came to the concert and went home. But they somehow went to the Labyrinth. And he was very afraid. He thought it was a cult. He was worried that God wasn't here. God was somewhere else. And the only way was through Jesus as his Savior. It was very, very, very Christian. And then they wrote this, the mother wrote an email to Martha Creek, which she read at our final banquet. And the letter was, I now understand that God is everywhere. And that God was on that labyrinth. And she said, thank you for helping my son realize a bigger picture, a bigger understanding. It so touched me. And I thought, thank God I was a part of that. Thank God I actually heard what I needed to hear and hugged them and said, you're welcome here. You are one of us. We are all the same. That's what I came out realizing. So this morning, Just Be You, the song, I looked up the girl who was one of the singers of whatever that group is, something light. And she was doing this concert, and she said, come join the concert. And it was all very open. And then she said, because I want you to come to the concert and see what life God has in mind for you. And I immediately was like, oh, there it is. There's that thing. And then I went, wait a minute. Oh, my God. You're like that little Presbyterian boy. You're like that little Presbyterian boy who thinks that the only God that is applicable is the one that you know, which is universal life. It's the quantum field, which, by the way, when you tell that to most people, they look at you like you're crazy, right? Most of them believe in the guy in the God in the sky, that guy in the sky. And I thought to myself, I'm just like that. So I opened it up, and here's what I wrote. Right after I read it, it said, what life does God have in mind for you? When you get in touch with your most authentic self, with the vibration of wisdom and truth that is inherently inside who you are and what you are, what do you hear? That's the life God has in mind for you. And I got emotional this morning sitting there at the computer. I was like, there's got to be a way. There has got to be a way to bridge this world of its brokenness. There's got to be a way for everyone to respect one another, for everyone to love one another. There's got to be a way for the LGBTQ community to not have to call itself the LGBTQ community, where it's just people in the world, and we are all one people, and it doesn't matter. And so when I came to the final end of this whole thing, and I was like, who are you? Much like what Tiffany said, I have been the person waiting for someone to do what I just said. Now, I need to be the person who does what I just said, and to pay attention, and to actually do the work in the world that does more of that. And I believe that this week in Missouri, and this labyrinth walk, and all the stuff that went on, brought me to it to tell me exactly who I am. And it's not a title, and it's not an accomplishment, and it's not a successful play. It's none of it. It's all of it, but it's none of it. Because the truth is, who I want to be is something inside of me that's been telling me this for a very long time. And sometimes it takes walking to the center of a labyrinth and getting quiet and listening because there I learned what God wants me to be. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's all take a deep breath. We're welcoming three new members of our center this week. While we were at Global Truth Center, Mary Beth and Michael Spear from Chicago, who've taken tons of our classes. Okay. And what am I saying? Reverend Dr. Mary Beth and Reverend Dr. Michael Spear came to our fire pit party that GTC hosts every year and came in with a very generous check and said, this is the first of our many stewardship membership donations because we now want to be members of Global Truth Center. So thank you, Mary Beth and Michael. And Franny Ohm, Reverend Franny Ohm from Vegas, then spoke up and said, oh, I don't have my checkbook with me, but I want to be a member of Global Truth Center too. And everybody at that conference was very aware of Global Truth Center because we're really loud. But what we really are is very loving and right? And present. So I just want you all to know that our membership just continues to grow and expand out in the world. And now we're going to spend some time expanding it here in this community because I think we're way too much a well-kept secret of Westlake Village. And it's
also
time.
The Palm Springs community.
Oh, and the Palm Springs community, which is also expanding and growing. So as you give your contribution today, your stewardship, your membership, just know that we have work to do in the world, really good work to do in the world. And your contributions help us to do that. So know that you are part of this vision and what we're doing. Okay? So take a deep breath. Robbie, just give me some pretty music. There is only love. There is only prosperity. There is only joy. There is only divine intelligence moving through each one of us. And we tap into that goodness, that good life, a life that feels good and passionate and fulfilling. I know that for myself and for every single person in this room and for every single person online or tunes in to this service here today. Know who you are. You are the breadth and depth of this entire universe flowing through you, bringing forth all the good that you are and infusing it into a world that sorely needs you and your energy. And so I say thank you for all you give, and I let it be so as we say together, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
So I want you to think about all the ways that you are blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Give it up for Mindy Schinnerer. Oh, right. There are no, I thought there were no live announcements. There's no recorded announcements either. Great. Nothing to tell you that you don't already know. Come on up, kids. Oh, wait. No, come on up, kids.
Good morning. Today we watched a couple short videos on nature. One was all about baby animals. It was like 5 minutes long. Another was on bees and how they build their homes. They were wax bees, and that was about 5 minutes long. Just to start talking about nature and especially how baby animals learn, because they learn through play. All of them do. And so we talked about the best way to learn and how that is by actually doing it, as opposed to just watching, with a tie back to screen time. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and the importance of practicing things and doing things, and that you can learn from watching, but you can't learn all that you need to learn through that, and how play is vitally important. And that playing does, even as adults, doesn't mean that we're being irresponsible or lazy or whatever. It's so important.
We need to play more.
Yes. And then, so we talked about that for a bit, and then their directive was to draw a picture of themselves as an animal doing something.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
So
And
what did you
then,
pick?
Just real quick, their affirmation for today was, I learned through curiosity, movement, and love, just like nature.
Oh, did you make that up?
No. But it was my idea.
Okay. So tell them what you wrote, what you drew.
It was like a bunny, and the other one is hunting a snail, and it's like watching him hunt the snail. It's down at the bottom.
So are you the bunny or the snail?
The bunny. I'm the bunny watching the other bunny hunt the snail.
Oh, it's a bunny watching another bunny watching a snail.
No, it's a bunny watching another bunny hunt a snail for dinner.
Do bunnies eat snails?
I don't know.
Okay, tell them what you drew. Good. That's
So I drew
a
a fox. The fox is cold. And he's trying to not be cold, but he's failing. But he has no one to watch, because I forgot to draw that.
But you had him, he has an affirmation.
He has an affirmation, and it says, I'm not cold now.
How is he cold if he has fur?
He's meditating.
Bro.
How is he cold if he has fur?
How was he cold if he has fur?
Sometimes the fur isn't enough. He's in the Arctic.
Whoa.
A fox. An Arctic fox is a
Wouldn't
fox.
you like to be in their house and hear this all day long? Yeah. Wait, show them the back, too. No. But the back really is good. She said this was just me having fun. But that was, look at that. That is like so cool.
No, that's a cat.
Oh, that's a cat.
Yeah.
You said it was a fox.
No,
And it says the hunt.
Oh, then that's
it's a hunting.
A hunting cat?
Someone's hunting the cat.
Oh, someone's hunting the cat. Did you have fun today?
I did. I played, yes.
That was great, guys. Thank you so much. And thank you for all you do. Yes. Yes. The one thing we did not announce is the 9D breath work for Dr. Eric is going to be on Friday evening. And I can come this month because we're not doing the Palm Springs service this Saturday because of the No Kings rally that's taking place where we normally meet. So we are not going to be going. So I'll stay home and come to 9D breathwork. How many of you have done the 9D breathwork? Yeah. If your hand isn't going up, try it. It's really life-changing. It's really amazing. And how was the soul immersion this Friday? Was it great? I was supposed to be at the soul immersion, but what did we decide, Thor? I would have gotten here at 8:45. No, 7:45. Yeah, so I would have missed it anyway. COD. Today is Dr. Stan and Laura, right? Okay, so where are you going to be?
Laura's going to be in the living room.
Laura will be in the living room, and you're going to be in the meditation room. Great. If something comes up, if something has come up, and you want to just sit in the energy of that, join them, please. Okay. I invite you all, come on up, guys. I invite you all to take a deep breath. Tiffany, come on up. You could bring your mic with you, but do you want to sing on the microphone? Okay. No, would you? I'm going to give you this.
I invite you to just take a deep breath, recognizing that that is life, that breath that you breathe is sending ripples of love out into the world, and you are breathing in the love, that we are the light, that we are the love, that we are the expansion. And so I stand in deep gratitude for this community, for this understanding, this greater understanding of the I am, recognizing what I am capable of, what we are capable of. And I stand in excitement for all that is and all that will come. I love this community. I am grateful for this community. I am grateful for Dr. James. And in that gratitude, I allow the love that I am to continue to ripple out and out and out and out. And in that, I release my word as law, knowing it is already done, as together we say, and so it is.
Thank you. Come on over here. Carol?
I love it. You guys feeling good? Let me
I invite you to stand up.
Come on.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, shine.
Come on in.
Shine, shine, let it shine, shine.
Won't you?
Shine, shine.
Now everywhere I go,
I'm gonna let it shine.
everywhere I go, you know,
I'm gonna let it shine.
I said everywhere I go,
I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine, shine.
come on in.
Shine, shine.
Let it
Shine, shine.
come on in.
Shine, shine. a great Sunday, everybody.
It was a couple weeks ago. We just had a conversation. We were saying we're getting up to do